All right, good evening, ministers. Good evening, everyone that is connecting or listening or watching this video later on. So, in this session, we'll be looking at the rules, the requirements to get monetized on YouTube. So, when it comes to every platform, there's always a rule, policy that guides that platform, whatever it is. Even though, in church, we have been told to come the way we are or come as you are, but when we get into the system, by the time we start becoming a disciple, we start seeing the rules, guidelines to being a real disciple of Jesus Christ. So the same thing also happens to YouTube. For those that are viewing, they don't have rules. There's nothing guiding them. Just come and watch and go. But for those that want to make money off it, that want to make value off it, that want to put materials, that want to put content that generation to come will still be paying royalty for, or generation to come will still be considering as a material value, then that person must be ready to comply to some policy. Now, before I walk us through the requirement for YouTube monetization, I would first like to talk about some of the policies that we need to adhere to. One of them is YouTube is very, very big on copyright violation. So if somebody's content or somebody's let me just use content, somebody's video, somebody's song is being used without a proper license or a proper go ahead, or how do I even put it now, without proper permission, so that content will be flagged by YouTube as a copyright material. That is, there's a copyright infringement on it, and that can lead to a major strike. Strike means penalty from YouTube. So, or let's say a content is being uploaded now, and that content or that video has some hateful, abusive content, so that will also lead to some certain, let's say, suspension of the account or restrictions, or let's say some let's say there's a misinformation or a video content is being published, and the new YouTube notice that is actually a scam or is an inappropriate content where people are losing their money. YouTube will just place a restriction on it, especially when it's having some kind of sexual content, yeah, or a reduced video without permission. All of those things can cause our YouTube to be suspended. So we need to know this before even going into the deal at all. So there are rules guiding this. So now let's now go into what does it take, what are the requirements to being a part of YouTube monetization program. So the first thing that is very important is, before you can even monetize on YouTube, you have to be part of this YPP program, and that's the YouTube Partner Program. They used to do it on the island annually, so it's not every country that does that. Country like China does not have this opportunity. Country like Afghanistan, country like Angola, Benin, Botswana, Burkina Faso, many of them like that, they don't have this opportunity. But we, being in Nigeria has this partnership program going on. So that means you can monetize your YouTube channel in Nigeria. In the country where this is not in existence, you cannot monetize your YouTube. So this is a plus for some other African countries, or some third world nations, or some country out there in the diaspora. They how do I put it now? They envy Nigerians that we have this kind of opportunity where you can own something in your name, and it can generate money for you. So Nigeria, we have the program, and so that's what gave us that eligibility of having our YouTube monetized. So these are just, let me just run through it. The requirements to monetize your YouTube. The first one is that at least that YouTube page must have at least 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's the minimum, at least 1,000 subscribers. So I'm trying to see if I can increase this so pastors can see very well. Like this. At least you must have 1,000 subscribers on your channel. So that means somebody will say, oh, I like what you are doing on initially and I subscribe. So when they subscribe, it does not charge them anything. It's free. But many people don't know that it's free. So you have to educate them that this thing is free. It doesn't bite. So just subscribe. Okay. So the second requirement is you need to have at least 4,000 watch hour within 12 months. That is within 1 year, you must have at least 4,000 watch hour. Watch hour means when people sit down to watch, let's say a movie, for instance. A regular movie in Nigeria is around 45 minutes to 1 hour. And let's say people watch that movie on your YouTube, they've already spent 1 hour. So what YouTube is now asking for is at least they should have spent like 4,000 watching content, 4,000 hours watching content on your YouTube before you can monetize. So the third one is, should in case you cannot do that 4,000 hours, maybe your own strength is on shorts. Shorts in Instagram, they used to call it reels, but it's on shorts. That is short content on YouTube. It's not 1 hour content, it's not 30 minutes content. These are like 30 seconds content, 1 minute content, 60 seconds content. So if that is what you are promoting, and that one used to have more views, you might have not gotten to YouTube before and you upload a short today, and I can guarantee you that you can have like 500 views. So that's how short are. Short goes viral a lot. Before that account now started having some algorithm issue, at least for your start, when your algorithm is still fresh, sharp, you should have like 500 views. So should in case it's short that you want to focus on, then you need to have 10 million views on shorts, and it must happen within 90 days. So these are the requirements, to get monetized on YouTube. And of course, a few things that are very important before you can get monetized on YouTube. Like I mentioned before, you have to, the YP program has to be available in your country. And number two is that your YouTube must have no active community strikes. Strikes means you have been suspended or you have been warned about something. There must not be any active one there. So another one is your YouTube must actually comply to YouTube policies. There should be no trace of copyrights on your content. It should be full with authenticity and all of that. And the next one is two-step verification. Many people now understand the usefulness of two-step verification. So on our Facebook, Instagram, we use it so that when a third party, not even a third party, scammers, people that just intrude into people's account and then take ownership of it without taking illegal ownership of it. So the simple way to actually prevent those people is to set up a two-step verification. With two-step verification, when they try to log in, they will have difficulty breaking into your account or spoiling it. So YouTube will ensure that at least your account has two-step verification before they can monetize it at all. So if you have not set up your two-step verification on your YouTube, you need to do that immediately. And finally, you need to link your AdSense account to your YouTube. So AdSense account is actually the platform that enable you to receive money from YouTube. So when YouTube now knows that, oh, this account is now mature enough, right? At least now has the right audience, has eyeballs. People are now looking at this account, like watching movies there. So YouTube will now turn to your customer. They will put ad on your content because they believe that a lot of people will come and watch it. So when they watch it, when they see the ad, so the money that was paid to YouTube to run the ad, YouTube will give you part of it. So YouTube pay YouTuber based on the ad they run on your content. So they are not doing you a favor, you are the one doing them a favor. You already have the eyeball, you already have the followers, so they are just leveraging on your followers to run their ad and they give you your own share. You see, life is so very easy. So the goal is set up your YouTube account, have a lot of viewers, have a lot of subscribers. YouTube will come and beg to be paying to use your platform as an advertisement. So it's not money ritual. It's not how do I say, this is not Yahoo Yahoo. This is just pure business. You are helping YouTube to market whatever they advertise. And finally, for you to monetize your YouTube, at least the YouTube channel needs to be at least 30 days old to be eligible for this. So that will be the end for the requirements to get your YouTube channel monetized. Thank you. So you can join me in the next course.